morning YouTube, welcome to another video. Today I want to talk to you about motivation, because aside from what exercise should I do, how should I eat, questions that I typically get, this is probably number 3 on the list, and it's something that so many of you struggle with. It really got me thinking, how do you stay motivated to stick to a healthy eating plan, or to get yourself off the couch and get to the gym and do your workout when you don't feel like it? I'm all about practical tips, but I really feel that this one is not so much about what you do, but it's more about how you think. So I'm going to tell you some practical steps that you can do to help yourself get more motivated. But before we get into that, I'm going to tell you why you don't even want to get motivated at all in the first place. You see, I could give you a whole bunch of practical tips on how to stay on track and how to rev yourself up and how to become motivated, but that really isn't getting to the root of the issue. Because if you want to get results, if you want the body of your dreams, if you want to feel healthy and vital and all that good stuff, then you actually want to demotivate yourself. Stay with me, it will make sense in a little while. Motivation sucks, and let me explain to you why. This notion of working hard, or people say nothing good comes easy. If you want it, you've got to work for it. If you want something worthwhile, then you have to effort and you have to struggle. And I want to show you that that's like the most backwards way to go about anything. And I know what you're thinking. All these fitness people tell you that, if you want anything, if you want a good body, if you want to feel healthy, if you want to lose weight, if you want to build muscle, whatever it is, then you have to work out, you have to eat healthy, you have to do X, Y, Z, whatever it is. And yes, to a point that is true. Obviously, if you want to lose weight, you've got to clean up your diet. You can't just sit on the couch eating chips, right? And if you want to build sexy, strong curves, then yes, you have to work out in the gym, you have to lift weights, and you've got to push your body beyond its comfort zone so that it can actually adapt and transform. I'm not taking away from the laws of physics, but I'm not talking about the action or the doing. At the core of this, it's all to do with your mindset. You've heard those sayings, you get what you think about, or where attention goes, energy flows. All these quotes and sayings that you probably just don't really pay attention to. They're actually trying to tell you something really, really important here, that your mindset and the way that you think about things, or more importantly, the way you feel about things, dictates everything that happens to you. So here's how it goes. If you think that in order to get the body that you want, that you have to struggle and you have to work hard and you have to effort, well, guess what? You're gonna have to struggle and effort and work hard to get the body that you want. But if you start telling yourself a different story, I'm looking forward to trying a new way of working out, or this could be really fun, or I like new challenges, then you're gonna have a completely different experience. The reason that you wanna know how to motivate yourself all the time is because it doesn't feel like it's enjoyable, it feels like a chore. So we've hit the nail on the head here. There's a difference between motivated effort and inspired action. They're two very different things. They sound like the same thing, but they're really, really not, because one comes from a negative mindset and the other comes from a positive mindset. And I'm going to unravel that a little bit more for you. You see, motivation comes from a place of wanting what you don't have yet, and that makes you feel like crap. Whether it be a healthy body, feeling more energy, or losing weight, or building muscle, or whatever it is that you want, when you're focusing on trying to do something to make that happen because you really, really don't like where you are right now, then it feels like a chore, and you're never, ever, ever, ever going to get results or see yourself transform if you continue to think that way. It's not conducive to being productive. It's not conducive to feeling excited and happy and willing and wanting new opportunities. It keeps you stuck in this place of feeling shit about yourself. Motivation comes from a place of pushing against the thing that you want, and it always, 100% of the time gets in the way of inspiration. And inspiration is what you want to reach for. You want to feel inspired to work out. You want to feel inspired to eat healthy. You want to feel inspired to do the things that are going to pull you in the direction of what you want. Feel the difference between those two things? Motivation is pushing against, and inspiration is being pulled or drawn to. One feels shit, and one feels amazing, and you want to reach for the one that feels amazing. And if you're thinking, well, how the hell do I actually feel inspired rather than motivated? A really good place to start is to stop thinking about the how and start focusing on the why. The how, or the doing, or the action introduces a lot of problems and obstacles, and how do I do this, and should I do that, and it brings in a load of blockages that you don't need. What you want to focus on is the why, which is the feeling of what you want. Why do you want this? Is it because you want to feel more energy? Is it because you want to have more confidence in yourself? Is it because you want to wear nicer fitting clothes? When you focus on the feeling of it, it's full of possibilities. It makes you feel excited. It opens everything up and it feels like freedom. And that's what you want to reach for. When you reach for that feeling, you don't need the motivation to get off the couch. You'll actually want to because it feels good. And here's the biggest problem when it comes to trying to get yourself motivated. When you want to get amped up for the gym, you want to feel good about yourself, you want to motivate yourself to get off the couch and actually go and lift some weights, ask yourself, how often do you scroll through your Instagram, your social media, looking at other fit, healthy, good-looking people and compare yourself to them? I'm guilty of it, for sure. And you probably find yourself saying things like, why does she have such a great body? Why does she always look like she's eating healthy? Doesn't she ever want a chocolate bar? What am I doing wrong? You know, why has she got such a beautiful perky bottom and mine's a pancake? I get it. We've all been there. We all compare ourselves to others. But what I want you to realize is that she may look like she's got everything figured out, but the truth is, it's not because she's got better genetics than you. It's not because she's eating healthier than you. It's not because she's got something figured out and she knows some secret that you don't. This fitness icon that you're following, she's just got the right mindset. You see, your mind is just like any other muscle in your body. If you want your muscles to grow in the gym, what do? You train them consistently, push them to their limits, challenge them so that you can grow. Well, your mind is no different. And if you want to start having a healthier, positive mindset that is going to inspire you to get these habits that all these fitness icons are showing you look so easy, then you have to train your mind. You have to practice. You can't just be a sloppy thinker and think it's going to get you the results that you want. That's when you stop having to motivate yourself and actually find the inspiration to want to do these things. You'll actually want to exercise because it will feel good and it'll be fun and it'll be exciting, and you'll want to eat healthy because it will come from a place of self-love and self-worth and a place of wanting to take care of your body, because that'll feel better to you than sitting on the couch and eating chips. So here are my top 2 only steps that you need to get more inspired and less motivated. Stop looking at other people on social media. Don't get me wrong, it's great to look at how other people are doing things and draw upon inspiration and get ideas and look at workouts, but notice if it's making you feel worse about yourself or if it's making you feel excited and like you can do it too. If it's doing the latter, then great, continue to follow them. But if it's not, if you're looking at these people and it's only pointing out your weaknesses and how you're failing at this right now and how you're not good enough, if that's how it's making you feel, cut these people loose, block them, unfollow them, get rid, because trust me, looking at them is only going to exacerbate how shit you feel about this. And that's when you feel like you need to push yourself into motivation. You'll ask yourself, does this fitness person that I follow, do they add value? Do they give me really amazing tips and information that actually help me on my journey? Do I look at them and say to myself, oh, yes, I feel like I can do that too. Draw upon them for inspiration, but remember to focus on you. Focus on number 1, and that's you. And number 2, go with your gut. This is huge, and this isn't just related to fitness stuff. This is about life in general, people. If you have big dreams and big goals, if you want to be the best version of yourself, then you need to start listening to your gut. When it comes to diet, when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to healthy habits, or anything, any sort of healthy practice that you want to feel good doing and not have to rely on motivation to push you into doing it, it has to resonate with you. Don't just follow what some Instagram person has told you is the latest thing, that is the magic way to cure all your issues and make you lose a ton of weight and build all the muscle that you want. It has to, on some level, feel right to you. If we're talking about diet, then ask yourself, do I actually like these foods that are in the diet? Can I see myself actually eating this way? Would I enjoy this? You know, if it comes to exercise, just because someone's saying you have to do HIIT workouts to get this body, but you hate cardio-based workouts, then you're not going to enjoy it. And guess what? You're not going to stick to it. You're not going to end up doing it. It's not going to work for you. And then you're going to have to force yourself. It's going to feel like a chore and you're going to hate every minute of it. That is not the way to get results, people. And let me tell you, I've said this a million times before, I'm going to say it again. The only way to get results is to be consistent in what you do. It doesn't matter what the plan is. It's the one that sticks that gets results. Find something that is enjoyable and you want to do. Guess what? You don't have to motivate yourself. How amazing is that? No motivation required. And just one final tip, okay? Because I feel like this really has to be said. The whole health and fitness industry and how it's been portrayed in social media, you know, through comparing ourselves to others and looking at other healthy, fit people, it's really warping our sense of what is the ideal body. And so I want you to gain some perspective here. What you see on social media is just so far removed from reality. It's really, really damaging to our mental health. Go for realistic and healthy goals. And I don't just mean physically healthy goals, I mean mentally healthy goals. We're not meant to look like shredded, ideal, perfect beings. We're not. We're human. And I want you to remember that you are perfect the way that you are. And the sooner you can start just accepting your body right now, this day, then your journey to wherever you want to be is going to be so much more enjoyable and you'll get there quicker. Be realistic, be patient, and take baby steps, because also when you're looking at perfect fitness people on social media, you forget that they're human and they started somewhere, and I guarantee you that it took them years and years and years to get to where they are. It didn't happen overnight. My own journey from a skinny, weedy little thing to what I look like now has taken me 7 years. For the love of God, just be kinder to yourself. You know, we put so much pressure on looking a certain way and, you know, well, she worked out 5 times this week and I've only done it 3. It's not good enough. Stop beating yourself up over this. If these big goals scare you and make you feel overwhelmed, and if you're constantly thinking about being over there in the future with your perfect body and your perfect routine and perfect everything, man, that just feels like so exhausting, doesn't it? Stop focusing on the overwhelming, huge desire over there in the future that you haven't got yet. And instead, just take little baby steps and set yourself mini goals, something that feels manageable and easy for you to do, that is a step in the right direction, but not the whole shebang that's gonna make you feel overwhelmed. And realize that we're all at different stages within our journey. You know, some people are further along than you. Some people are way off the mark. Just block everyone out, because no one matters on your journey other than yourself and what you're doing. And there you go. I know that was a long video, but I hope that helped you understand the difference between being pushed by motivation and being drawn by inspiration. I hope I've given you some really awesome tips to start looking at your habits differently, start looking at your expectations differently, and learn how to start feeling good and trusting your gut. Because That's all you need to do to get to where you want to be. If you liked this type of video, please tell me in the comments below. This kind of thing is my jam. I love talking about this kind of thing. It really helped me along my journey. I know it can help you. So if you have any other questions or any other problems that you suffer with when it comes to mindset and motivation, please tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in another video. Bye for now.